Ugh, look at that smug face. I'm gonna freaking smash it.
Save it for the stage.
With the first K-pop Demon Hunters becoming an instant hit overnight, fans have waited with bated breath to hear the news about a sequel. It's safe to say we'll receive that and more in the coming years. So with Huntrix returning to our screens, I can't help theorizing what might be next for our favorite K-pop stars. As much as we love Mira and Zoey, there's no denying that Rumi is the frontrunner for this franchise. Her story took center stage as she and her friends went head-to-head against the Saja Boys. We left her on a triumphant note as she embraced her demon side and approached the world with her patterns fully visible. I believe this turning point for Rumi marks the beginning of something greater, symbolizing her unique connection to the Honmoon. We've watched Rumi undergo one transformation after another, and her new patterns may only be the beginning. In today's video, I'll aim to convince you that Rumi's subject to change, as she has one more golden transformation in her future.
I don't know if that's going to be possible. My voice, it's in trouble.
Wait, in trouble?
Number 1. The Honmoon's Seal. The first thing we learn about the Honmoon at the start of the first film is that hunters have worked for generations to change it from blue to golden. They do this by inspiring hope in their fans, creating an overwhelmingly positive effect that supercharges the Honmoon, making it strong enough to lock away the demon realm forever. When we first meet Huntrix, they're at the height of their career and finishing up a world tour. As they give their last performance, they see the flicker of the Honmoon starting to change color, signaling that they're closer to changing the Honmoon than ever before. The central conflict throughout the film is the battle between Huntrix and the Saja Boys. They're fighting to save the fans as Huntrix needs them to turn the Honmoon gold. Unfortunately, each time the Saja Boys steal another soul, the Honmoon deteriorates instead, turning it red with gaping holes big enough for dozens of demons to slip through the cracks. Obviously, Huntrix needs to repair the broken Honmoon, and by the end of the film, they successfully do so by defeating Gima and saving their fans. However, they create a brand new Honmoon that's unlike anything they've ever seen before. It's not golden but iridescent. The new color changes everything we knew about the Honmoon, and without that golden color, the demon realm might still be accessible? Rumi's golden form might represent that change from iridescent to gold, bringing the overarching conflict between the two films to a close.
The Saja Boys are fighting. What? That means we're on now.
Okay, this is it. For the fans.
For the world.
For us.
Number 2. Rumi's unique patterns. Building on the Rumi having a connection to the new Honmoon theory, I believe her patterns directly confirm this spiritual link. Throughout the film, we see countless demons with patterns, which connect them to Gima. Through these patterns, Gima can access their memories, speak through their minds, and see through their eyes. He uses these abilities to manage the Saja Boys and keep Jinu in check when he suspects an imminent betrayal. Every demon has these patterns, and they're often how hunters can spot them in a crowd. However, the situation is a little different for Rumi. Despite never doing anything to establish a connection with Gima, she has had growing patterns from birth due to her demon lineage. Rumi never establishes a connection with Gima, even as she ages and eventually embraces her demon side. She is a free agent with her demonic abilities, and her patterns represent this after she chooses to reunify Huntrix and repair the Honmoon. Like the Honmoon, which changes to an iridescent color, Rumi's patterns do as well. In the final scenes of the film, we see Rumi walking in the open, showing off her patterns for everyone to see. They're the same color as the new Honmoon, further separating her from Gima. The color correlation is impossible to ignore. It might be a sign that Rumi now has a connection to the Honmoon that she helped create, either feeling its disturbances or drawing even more power from it. Should the Honmoon turn gold in the future, Rumi's patterns might also change color to symbolize that change.
How are you here? You were just on stage. That wasn't you? Oh, thank goodness.
Number 3. The power of song. Speaking of symbolism, there's a lot of it in K-pop Demon Hunters. Every detail in the film is painstaking and deliberate, which helped bring the story to life. It really does feel like Huntrix is jumping out of the TV to tell their story right in front of you. One of the most significant places where we see symbolism throughout the films is the songs, from Huntrix and the Saja Boys alike. While some songs are more upbeat and engaging for viewers, others reveal the inner workings of the characters' minds and their current struggles. Thanks to these songs and their meanings, the film can spend less time diving into individual character struggles and focus on the main plot. With that said, the song Golden is super important to the overall narrative, and its continued use throughout the film makes that loud and clear. Golden tells us about each member of Huntrix's life before they joined the group, how they felt lost, and how their new connection with one another has helped them become better versions of themselves. Huntrix themselves say that the song represents a new chapter of their lives beginning, marking a turning point for the K-pop group and the entire world. As the viewers, we know they're referencing the Hunmoon finally turning golden. In a way, the song also symbolizes Huntrix's battle with Gi-ma coming to an end. With a golden Hunmoon, they will no longer risk life and limb to protect humanity. It's all a full circle moment. So should the Hunmoon turn golden and Rumi experience another transformation to represent it, a reprise of Golden might be the song that helps that evolution take place.
The last few weeks have been hard, and I admit, I haven't been at my best.
Number 4, Rumi's demon lineage. There are also some logistical reasons as to why Rumi has a stronger connection to the new Hunmoon, including having new forms and abilities that directly correlate to its strength. As far as we're aware, Rumi is the only hunter also born from a demon. She's an anomaly and, in her own words, a mistake from the moment of her birth. We know that Celine raises her to believe this, and to be fair, hunter culture wouldn't accept someone like Rumi. We see firsthand how her best friends react to the reveal. They're hurt, betrayed, and scared of what Rumi might do. They even go so far as to raise their weapons against her, even though they can't follow through with that final attack. Of course, we all know that Rumi's heart has never strayed from the right path. Her ultimate goal is to protect humanity from evil influences like Gi-ma, which is the one thing that makes her a true hunter. However, we can't ignore that she's also more potent than any hunter who came before her, and she's in a unique position to control and manipulate the Hunmoon. Not only can she strengthen the Hunmoon with her voice and summon weapons from it, but her demon lineage allows her to destroy it. We see her rip gaping holes into the Hunmoon during her most significant moment of despair. It's not a stretch to assume that she has a greater connection to the Hunmoon and that she can manipulate it, unlike anyone else to come before her. If that's the case, she might be the key to turning it golden, be it by inspiring others or through sheer force of will.
Zoey, please.
Number 5, what Rumi symbolizes. Given everything we've talked about in this video so far, I have to circle back and make my final point about symbolism. Not about the Hunmoon necessarily, but about Rumi and what she represents for her entire world. When we meet Rumi, she's on the cusp of turning the Hunmoon gold, a goal she's had from a very young age, because Celine raised her to become the legacy of the Sunlight Sisters. From her birth, Rumi had a destiny to defeat Gi-ma and protect humanity from his wrath. Of course, we also know that Celine raised her to feel ashamed of her patterns and led her to believe that sealing the Hunmoon would make them disappear for good. It's not until the end of the film that we see recreating the Hunmoon and sending Gi-ma back to his realm doesn't erase Rumi's patterns. In fact, they become more prominent and impossible to hide. Fortunately, Rumi had the chance to connect with Jinu throughout the story, who helped her embrace this hidden side of herself. Not only did she realize she was worthy of love, but also discovered that not all demons are inherently evil. As far as we know, Rumi is the first hunter to see eye to eye with a demon and try to help them. Her new patterns symbolize this connection, as she is like a bridge connecting two different worlds. It's fitting, considering she's equal parts human and demon. Rumi represents acceptance, harmony, and balance. She is the key to keeping her world in equilibrium. So it might not be the Hunmoon that needs a golden form, but rather Rumi herself.
You're working with him? No! I was using him to fix all this, to fix me.
All things considered, I think Rumi has a real shot at helping the Hunmoon make that final leap from its new iridescent color to that golden shine we've all been looking for. If we choose to believe that destiny has a role to play in this story, then it seems like Rumi's always had a connection to the Hunmoon, as she's the one person who can help bring balance to every realm, creating a new harmony that will not only save people from becoming victims to Gi-ma, but also prevent Gi-ma from ever reaching the human world again. Have I convinced you? Do you have a different fact that might dispute or prove this theory? As always, we love to hear from you, so feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below.
Bobby, control those shoulders.
Wow, it is catchy.
Yeah, you're right, Zoe.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
Hey, this is the men's bathhouse. Get out of here.